Hello and welcome to Woman on Fire podcast. I am your girl, Coach TaShon, and I am your certified relationship coach. And listen, we are back. We are back for season 6 of Woman on Fire. And listen, I have some like phenomenal women lined up for you all this season. And my first guest of the season is Candace Holmes. Did I pronounce that right? Candace
Candace.
Candace Holmes.
Yes.
Y'all know and listen, she did spell it out for me, y'all. And that's the teacher in me. Listen, y'all know. We keep it real here on Woman on Fire. Listen, Candace. Listen, this woman right here. We let me give y'all a little sneak peek. We were talking prior to the podcast, and I'm gonna tell you the enemy did not want us to share this out. Did not. She was spitting some gems, y'all. I had my Bible, my little journal back here, my Bible journal. I was about to pull it out because we were about to have church. Well, we did have church. We had fellowship. And this is what Woman on Fire is all about. So listen, I need y'all to grab you something to drink. I have my tea tonight. Do you have something? Do
I
you
don't
have
have
something?
anything,
You don't
sis.
have
No.
any? So if you
No.
want your lemonade, I love a good lemonade and I like a good tea. So I'm sipping on my tea, thinking some black chai tea or whatnot. But listen, y'all want to grab something to drink, grab you a journal because she's spitting out nuggets. This is Woman on Fire. Triumphs, right? Celebration, testimonies of triumphs. Because she's gonna tell us, listen, sis, life is gonna happen. But guess what? God is bigger and God is great. And so, Liz, help me welcome Miss Holmes today, Liz. I'm so happy that I can't even stress
Yay,
it enough.
me.
I love your testimony. I
Thank you.
love it. I love it. First of all, y'all, congratulations. She is a Morris Brown alumni.
Woo, woo, woo. I should have had on a shirt, girl. I think about it.
You know what? I didn't even think about that, but
Yep.
I am super proud of you
Thank you.
because it is a journey. It is a journey. So before we get into that, because that is part of your testimony, I want you to tell us who you are and what you do.
Okay, so my name is Candace Holmes. I am a 19-year educator. I have been an education support professional for the last 19 and a half years. And I say
Mhm.
half because let me start the testimony, and I'm gonna
Yeah.
start here and then take you back a little bit. So I finished my degree at Morris Brown on December 2022, December 7th,
Okay.
2022. Now, my life literally started on Morris Brown's campus in 1976. My
Wow.
father
Uh-huh.
graduated from Morris Brown in 1976, May of 1976. I was
Okay.
born November 1976. Now,
Oh,
you do
no.
the math now, okay? So if I was born in
Ah.
November, that means it was conception going on in about February's, January's,
Yeah.
March's around that time. So my life literally started while my father was a non-traditional student at Morris Brown. So
Wow.
fast forward back to right where we are now. December 7th,
Yeah.
I finished my degree with a
Yeah.
3.86 GPA magna cum laude. As
Yes.
of right now, and I say as of right now because we still have a spring semester with some students that are
Yeah.
finishing their degrees, but as of right now, I am the class valedictorian. That can
Yeah.
change between
Wow.
now and May 20th. But if
Yeah.
the Lord says, I'll be
Uh-huh.
giving a speech at graduation, and I really want to,
Ah,
because I
yeah.
want to share this testimony as part of my inspiration to my fellow graduates and others in
Yes.
attendance.
Yeah.
So that was December 7th. I was out on winter break. We
Yeah.
returned to school on the 3rd.
Okay.
Um, and it was a teacher work day. Our students came back the next day.
Yeah.
Well, I was talking to the AP,
Mhm.
and my degree is in business. It's in organizational
Okay.
management leadership. I already had an associate's in business administration. And I
Yeah.
told her, I said, well, I want to transition into the classroom next year. And I had talked to my principal and another AP about it. And she let me know that a teacher had resigned
Mm.
in the CTE department.
Okay.
Now,
Okay.
mind you, now this is January 3rd. So we're
Right.
not talking a full 30 days.
Wow.
She
Wow.
told me to go talk to my principal. And
Uh-huh.
because I have been very intentional and
Mm-hmm.
consistent about the
Yeah.
conversations I had been having with him and the other AP before, they
Yeah.
knew what I wanted to do.
Okay.
Well, we were having the conversation, and guess who started teaching yesterday?
Who?
Your girl. Less than 30 days after I completed that degree that
Yeah.
took me 28 years to
Wow.
receive, less than 30 days, I transitioned into the next. Okay.
Mm, mm.
I was intentional and
Yeah.
consistent. So I
Yeah.
started my teaching part of my career on yesterday. So that's why I said 19 and a half years as an education support professional, because when I finish this year, going into my 20th year, I will go into my 20th year as a teacher.
Look at
So
God.
he
That's God.
will do it. Not won't he do it?
He
He will do it.
Yes, and he
Yes.
ain't wasting time. He's not wasting time with his people.
Sis, let me tell you. I realized, I think I put on Facebook the other day, I was talking to somebody and I
Yeah.
realized it's 2023. I said, "Ooh, this is my Jordan year." Now,
Mm.
y'all do the math now. If I
Yeah.
told you I was born in 76, I obviously am not 23 years old. That was 23 years ago. Okay. But now
Yeah.
that I think of it, I'm double that. So, okay, it's some
Mhm.
significance in that. I got to look that up when I
Mhm.
get off of here. But
Yeah.
23 is the Jordan year that everybody talks about.
Yeah.
And that kind of made some things clear to me
Yeah.
with what I've been seeing manifest in my life.
Mhm.
And I do believe in the power of manifestation.
Yeah. Yeah.
I believe in saying it until you see it. And
Yeah.
so to take you back now, so we born in 1976,
Mhm.
fast forward to
Mhm.
1994, when I graduated from high school
Mhm.
and got accepted into Bethune-Cookman College at that
Okay.
time.
Okay.
Started my undergrad career.
Yeah.
4.0 GPA,
Uh,
and I'm doing all the things I'm supposed to do. Go to
right.
class,
Mhm.
party, got
Mhm.
me a boo thing. You know, I done came to college and got my grades, and now I'm on my way to getting that husband you're supposed to go to college. That's the feeling. Go to college and get you a good husband. They want you to get a degree, but they want
Right.
you to get a good husband too. Let's just keep it real now. That's what we tell
Right.
our girls. So I'm in college. I got the boo thing. Well, the
Yeah.
boo thing didn't work out. Oh well, on to the next because that's life. Well, I came home on a break
Mhm.
and met this guy,
Mhm.
9 years older than me. Mind you, I'm 19.
Okay. Okay.
8. He's
Okay.
from the city. Now, I'm a girl. I was born in Atlanta, but I
Uh-huh.
was raised in Charleston, South Carolina.
Okay.
So I'm country chic and I'm Bughetto. Okay, that's what I am. Uh-huh. And so I met him. Girl, he's my complexion. You see, I'm caramel brown. Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
And he got hazel eyes.
Mm.
Built like a linebacker. And guess what, girl?
What? Not the haze eyes.
Like me. Now we in the horoscopes. You know how that goes. I'm like, oh yeah. Ooh, girl, I'm sprung. Okay. So I falls, not fall, I falls with an S in love. And I decide I want to get married, but he's
Ooh.
here and I'm there.
Mm-mm.
I want to come home. I don't want to do this.
Wait a minute, not leave school and come home.
That's why I
Not
see
leave.
it, ain't it? That's
Oh,
why I see it. That's why I see
see,
it. That's why I see
see,
it.
being grown, being
I,
grown.
that part right there, that part, okay? Hear me now. Because I asked my daddy what he
Ooh.
thought about me getting married.
Mm-hmm.
Daddy said he wanted me to finish my education first. Okay. One ear
Mm,
out the other. Just dumb on love, honey.
mm,
So
mm,
here it is.
mm-hmm.
I'm in the dean of women's office. She's a
Yeah.
Delta. My mother's a Delta.
Okay.
She called my mama. She said, Sarah,
Uh-huh.
if you don't come get this baby in 6 hours, my Cadillac is gonna be in your driveway with a U-Haul pulled behind it. The baby said she don't want to be here. She crying. She said she want to come home. My
No.
daddy gave my husband some money. He said, if you want to go get it, guess what? He came and got me. But I had a plan. I
Uh-huh.
was gonna come home and go to school, a little Trident, a little 2-year school, which is what I wanted to do in the first place because I was schooled
Right.
out. Mind you, my mother's a teacher, my father was a
Right.
pastor. I had been in
Oh,
school since I was 3. I
yeah.
was tired when I graduated. I don't want to go to school. I'm gonna take a gap. See, we ain't call it gap back there. My daddy told me I was gonna gap my behind into somebody's liberal arts college, and that's what I did. Okay. And so I went to college, came home. My
Yeah.
plan was, well, since I'm coming back home, I'll go to a little local 2-year community college here,
Yeah.
and I'll keep going and then I'll transfer someplace else.
Yeah.
I'm pregnant.
Nah.
Mhm.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
My
Cause
baby
you
is due the
uh-uh.
first day of classes.
No, see.
That plan ain't gonna work. Okay. So now we married and pregnant.
Wait a minute. Wait. Now,
Yes,
see,
sip your tea. Sip your tea.
I'm gonna have to sip some tea.
Coat the throat. Coat the throat.
Yeah, you didn't have a whole semester. What minute? This a whole year of school or semester. You know what?
I was a sophomore.
Oh,
Yeah.
You not. Y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all. Okay.
Yeah, with a 4.0 GPA, full academic scholarship.
Oh, wait a minute. Now you didn't say nothing about the full school. What a
full academic
and you
scholarship.
wanted to get married.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I didn't want to get married. I got married.
You got. That's right. You did it.
I did. I did that. Yeah. So I got married. Come back home. Mind you, I'm married to a man that I really don't even know.
Oh.
And I find out he's an abusive alcoholic after baby born.
So up until then, y'all were good.
All good.
He was happy with the baby being born. He was happy. Y'all were. Oh my
1
God.
month. 1 month. Less than 1 month. I got married March 9th. 1996.
Okay.
That right?
Yeah,
1996, got married. Daughter's born in August. April 7, 1997. He left the car seat on the porch. It was almost 9 years before my daughter saw her father again.
Are you serious?
That husband number one. Numero uno.
Whoa. Wow. So he just left you.
Fast forward. Oh, he knew if he stayed in the state, he was going to jail.
Right. Because of the
Yes. Because I filed the report. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Good.
I was fortunate in that respect.
Yeah.
Most domestic abuse survivors, victims, whatever you want to call them.
Yeah.
It takes 7 times before they leave.
Yeah.
It only took me 2.
Good. Okay.
It only took me 2. Okay.
Yeah.
Because mind you, let me back up a little bit further. Let me go back to 1976.
Yeah.
Mother's a teacher, father's a pastor.
Yeah.
Advanced degrees. Both of my parents had master's degrees.
Yeah.
I come from what they call good stock. Never saw my parents argue. Our parents were together for 57 years before my daddy died in 2019. They were married for 48 years, 124 days.
Wow.
We did the math before my father died.
Yeah.
And so I came from good stock.
Yeah.
I didn't know anything about abuse.
Yeah.
I also didn't know how to handle conflict because I had never seen my parents argue. And so, here it is. Yeah. I am now a single mother overnight, literally, with no job. Because right before he left, he told me I could quit my job.
Oh.
Quit my job.
Yeah.
Gave him the bank card a couple of days before he left because he didn't have no money in his account.
Okay.
I had money in my account. He went wiped the bank account out. It wasn't but $225 in there. Wiped it out. He won't buy beer and things like that. So
knowing that he has a family, he has a child.
That part. And mind you, he's 9 years older than me. So he's a grown man.
Grown.
Okay? Grown. So fast forward. So we got out of that marriage. Took me a couple of years.
Yeah.
Got out of that marriage. So then I went to club one night. It was a club in Columbia, about an hour and a half from Charleston called the Baby Grand.
Oh.
The Baby Grand was set up like a ballroom. So it was lit. It had the lobby, had the mirror, like when you go in a hotel, the hotel now with the full-length mirror.
Yeah.
Going to Baby Grand with my girlfriend one night. And it was like 3 white guys in there. And one of them was in there looking like John V. And I told my girlfriend, I'm sitting at the bar. I said, girl, I'm going to get that over there. She said, well, I said, watch. So I wait till they wasn't paying attention. And I go slide off the bar and I go up to him and he was holding 2 beers in his hand. I said, I see you busy right now, but maybe when you get a chance, we can dance. Girl. That beat dropped. And Juvenile started taking over for the 99 and the 2000. Baby. That man came out. Mind you now, All of a
Yeah.
sudden, I become a solid gold or a soul train dancer because I'm dancing in front of the mirror, honey, dropping it like it's hot and backing that thing up. That man and I got together that night and stayed together ever since until we got divorced. I got my
Wow.
John B. Got my John B. We
Wow.
get we dated a little longer. We dated about a
Okay.
year and a half, maybe 2 years. We
Okay.
got married.
Okay.
Moved to Columbia, put me in
Uh-huh.
a house.
Mhm.
Decided to move to Charlotte, put me in another
Okay.
house, and then we get
Mhm.
to Charlotte and I have a baby, little baby
Mhm.
boy. Okay,
Okay.
named after
Okay.
my father. Well, he was mentally abusive.
Really?
Then number two,
That's number 2. So the first husband was physically abusive.
physically,
Second husband was mentally abusive.
mentally, mentally and emotionally. Okay,
Mm. Mm.
so I decide that I move out. I literally,
Yeah.
y'all, I backed up a 26-foot truck one weekend
Uh-huh.
while this man came and did his reserve duty. When he came back home, it was my 30th birthday weekend. I had
Mhm.
left a Dear John note on the table.
No, you didn't.
I moved out of my house
Okay.
in an apartment complex around the corner.
Okay.
I was so slick with moving.
Uh-huh.
I would get up early in the morning, earlier than I had to be at work,
Okay.
and take clothes out the closet, put them in my car, take them over to the apartment, and start putting them in the closet there. I never
Okay.
forget, my son had a SpongeBob TV we had bought him for Christmas.
Yeah.
I took the TV out the box, left the box on the floor, took the TV out because I was like, I got to start getting this stuff out of here.
Right, right,
They
right.
had no idea. I
Wow.
backed up a 26-foot truck. I had asked the custodians from my school to come help me. Now get this, y'all. I'm taking the curtains down. The custodian said, wait a minute. You gonna take the curtains down? I said, yeah, I bought them here. Y'all, this man had taken my daddy's minivan and picked up a new TV he bought. Y'all, I took the TV. I was so petty. I took the
You
TV.
know?
He bought it in my daddy's truck. My
Uh,
daddy minivan said that TV belonged to me.
right.
I took the TV. I ain't need the TV. Well, I did, but I did. I took the TV. Poor little man came home, y'all. He had bought me a little Target gift card for my birthday. Bless his little heart. But when he
Uh,
came, we weren't there. And I told him this is not about keeping you from your children. This is
right.
about us separating. Because I came home
Yeah.
one night and he was sleeping with a knife under the pillow.
Oh no.
But we ain't fitting to do that part.
I know that's right.
Husband number 2.
Wow.
So I moved out. I stayed in the Carolinas for another 2 years. Moved
Okay.
to Florida.
Okay.
All right. Oh, by that time, I
Uh,
got my associate's degree.
okay.
I got
Okay.
my associate's degree with a 3.54 GPA.
You were still
And I'm
doing
still
it.
trying to go to school.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
still a little engine that could. I'm
Yeah.
trying to go to school. Was going online because I stayed at home for 2 years with my son.
Okay. All
But
right.
then the marriage started falling apart. Life kept
Yeah.
happening. So I was like, I can't do this. I
Yeah.
ended up having to stop the program, even though it was online. Moved
Okay.
to Florida. I'm back in Daytona.
Okay.
I'm gonna go back to school. I'm gonna go back to Bethune-Cookman.
Yeah.
Got back in school.
Uh-huh.
Did not realize you can max out on your financial aid.
Yeah.
Don't push me because I'm close to
Yeah.
the age. I'm about to lose my financial aid. So I got back
Wow.
in school for a little while. For a little while.
Little while. Because you
Little while.
already have your associates now.
Little while. Yeah.
You
Little
had
while.
your
Got the
associates at that time. So you were
Little
going back to finish your
bachelor's.
bachelor's.
Little while.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Get back in. I'm doing well. The
Yeah.
money's starting to run out. I'm like, okay, I can't do this no more because
Yeah.
I got to work. I'm a single mom. I have 2 children.
Yeah.
Mind you, I moved to Florida with no job. I
Okay.
moved to Florida July 6th. I remember
Uh-huh.
that date because on that day I'm standing on the truck and my
Okay.
paternal grandfather had died.
Mm,
And it
mm,
just happened to be raining. And
mm,
I said it was my pastor and
mhm.
2 coworkers and a boyfriend at the time were on helping to load the truck. And
Okay.
I said, when it rains, it pours.
Yeah.
And they said, you okay? I said, yeah, keep loading up this truck. I got to get this truck to Florida and turn it in before such and such a time tomorrow.
Right, right.
Right. So I'm in Florida. I'm going to school. I'm working, me and my children, and going to school for a little while.
Yeah.
I joined the church
Okay.
like the 2nd or 3rd week.
Okay. Because you got to
Brothers,
keep the Lord in there now. You got to keep.
6'7".
Oh, wait a minute now. Wait a minute.
6'7". Yellow brother.
Wait a minute.
With that baby making hair. You know the kind of man you want to have a baby with. So all you got to do is put some water on that baby head when you got to do it. Or you can really let them go out the house with their hair all over their head because they cute.
Yeah.
Baby making hair. Slick. Smooth. Okay? 6'7", tall.
Ooh.
Basketball player. I was
Oh.
like, oh. Who that them? Who, you know how they say them church brother? Him moving child. Who that there? Who that there?
Okay.
But I got to play it cool. I got to play it cool.
but-
So a couple weeks later, his mother had a retirement celebration for
Okay.
his brother. And he's there, and I'm sitting at the table with some family, and I'm like, that guy looked familiar.
Yeah.
And they said, oh, that's so-and-so's son. I'm not gonna call no names. I said, yeah. I saw him at the church a couple weeks moving some chairs. So I called him over. I said, you know, I thought I recognized you. I said, I don't know where I saw you from before or whatnot, but you was at the church a couple weeks ago moving some chairs. He said, yeah. He said, I thought I recognized you. I said, you did? He said, I thought I saw you somewhere before. I said, where at the church? He said, no, on the cover of a magazine. Got him. I say, you like to eat. You know, I done got a big church girl on them. Like, you know, kind of think Loretta Devine.
Right.
And what was the movie?
Waiting to Exhale.
Waiting to Exhale. I hope he's not looking at me. I was like, you like to eat? He was like, yeah. I said, well, maybe I can cook you something. You can come over sometime and whatnot. Honey, I'm aggressive. Okay. I believe in going after what you want. So, ladies, shoot your shot. Okay, I'm gonna tell you that. Shoot your shot. Don't always work out. Now, sometimes you get a brick, but shoot your shot because you never know until you try.
You never know.
So,
now
we went out that night. We lived on the beach. We went out to the beach that night and sat and talked and whatnot. And went to IHOP afterwards. I think I just had some hot chocolate and we got together. We were together ever since. But get this. So we going on 2 years. I had accepted the call into ministry.
Oh.
So now I'm preaching.
After two divorces, and now you're preaching.
Finally accepted the call on my life because I had been running for my life, and I ain't talking about for Jesus.
Yeah,
I was like, God will come. Hello, this Candace. Who is this? God, click. Child, hang up the phone on the Lord, honey. I won't talk. I can't hear you. It's a
like
bad.
I can't hear you, Lord.
I want to talk to the Lord because I was still in the world. I love to dance. I was still going to the club. And I was going to homecoming and hanging with the cute. Hey, Qs. Having a ball, honey. Living my best life. I ain't going back and forth. Yes. Okay. God,
that life, honey.
You don't want me in nobody pulpit. Plus, I was singing in the choir. I was leading songs. I make a good alto. I do the announcements. I'm a welcome to visitors. I'm serving now. I'm doing what you told me to do. God was saying to me, I have something more for you to do. I ain't doing that. And I'm having sex without being married. Okay, let's just keep it real. I'm fornicating.
Right.
Okay?
You fornicating.
I'm like, nah, God, we ain't fitting to do that. So we got together. We decided we would be celibate, but I was like, wait a minute. Now, y'all remember I'm a Scorpio. Now, y'all check the horoscope out later, and y'all figure that I ain't gonna get into all of that, you know. Because there may be some children watching. There may be some babies on the little podcast and things. Listen. No, so I was like, what I'm not fitting to do is have the heat coming up from my feet because my hormones is going crazy. And no. So we had been dating for 2 years, and I had made up in my mind, look, we don't want the same thing. We're not going in the same direction. Because at this point in time in your life, if you don't know that I am the woman that you want or that I embody the characteristics of a wife for you, let's not waste each other's time. Let's go our separate ways amicably. And if you feel that you aren't the man to cover me, release me so that God can give me the man that is going to cover me. Child, I had my speech ready, Freddie. March 24th. This man come to church and I got an attitude. And I slid over, let him get in the pew, you know. And I'm like, I don't know what he here for because I'm about to break up with him. Well, child, he gave his life to the Lord, went up to the altar. I'm sitting in my pew like stubborn because this particular Sunday, for whatever reason, I wasn't sitting in the pulpit. But I'm sitting there stubborn, you know. And one of my go up there with him. If his mama ain't going up there, I ain't going up there. Child. Just disobedient. Ooh, just indignant.
In church, though. Why you in church?
Cause. But anyway, so I go up there to the altar with him and whatnot. And we had already started counseling, you know, talking and whatnot. But I just didn't feel it was going anywhere.
Okay.
But I was wrong. After he gave his life to the Lord and whatnot, we go back in the pastor's office and this man proposes.
No.
And I accept.
Mm.
So now we plan the wedding. Mind you, I have no desire to have a wedding because I've done it
2 times.
two
Mm.
times. But he is his mother's only child.
Oh, so that means you have to have a wedding.
Guess who having a wedding? And a church wedding at that. Because I'm a
Oh,
preacher.
oh.
So we plan this wedding. We get
Uh-huh.
married. Nice guy. I
Mm-hmm.
cannot take that from him.
Yeah, yeah,
Hardworking guy.
yeah.
4-year degree, CDL, never
Okay,
been married before. Mind you, he's 40.
okay.
No children. He is literally a unicorn. Okay.
Okay.
But he lacked that hunger
Mm.
that I needed my husband to have.
Okay,
I'm
okay,
a go-getter, you know.
okay, okay.
We
So wait a
relocated.
minute now. He wasn't abusive.
No,
He treated you like you thought you wanted to be. He was the right guy. Seems
right,
like
right. He fit what I thought was the
that you.
description.
Mm,
Nice guy,
yeah.
um, but he wasn't. He wasn't. His own mother said she coddled him too much.
Oh.
She said that.
Mm,
So romance wasn't his thing.
okay.
Really cultivating relationships
Okay.
his thing because he didn't call his mom on a regular,
Okay.
wasn't close to his siblings. He was a nice guy. Don't get me wrong. He
Right.
was a good guy, but he
Right.
wasn't good for me.
Mm,
Okay. And
yeah.
so one night I come
Mm-hmm.
to the kitchen
Mm-hmm.
and his legs are black, like
Hmm.
gangrene black. Mind you, I've told you that this is he's fair skinned.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah. Yeah.
He's got something going on with his skin.
Okay.
Not going to the doctor.
Okay.
He on WebMD and changing his diet. Mind you, he is the insurance carrier. I'm on
Yeah.
his insurance. And I'm like, no.
Right.
And we
Right.
living good. No mortgage, no
Mm,
car payments.
okay.
No, both of us making good money. No
Yeah.
young children in the home. So
Right.
like he was like, I didn't think I could afford to go to the doctor. Whoa, why not? I'm
Right.
traveling. I mean, what's going on?
Right.
Called my girlfriend who was my neighbor. She was a
Okay.
nurse. She came over and she
Mm,
was like, there is heat coming
mm-hmm.
off of his skin.
Oh my
Oh, you
God.
need to go to the emergency room. Send this man to the emergency room. He said, it's 1 million people in here. I'm coming home. But when I walked away that night, I said, Candace, this man is not taking care of himself.
Mm,
You're asking too much of him to take care of you.
wow.
And I had the realization that I married him because of the image that I wanted or needed. It's
Mm,
hard to be a female preacher. It's hard to be a woman preacher.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
get asked about stuff like wear your stockings.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Ain't no anointing in your stockings.
Mm-hmm.
Why
Mm-hmm.
you got on so much makeup? Why
Mm-hmm.
your nails so long?
Mm-hmm.
Your toes out in the pulpit. Stuff like, see, male preachers don't have to deal
Don't
with
have
stuff
to deal
like
with you. Right. 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 And then on top of that, you've already been divorced twice. You have children. And now it's like, okay, I got to make up this image. Like you said, I got to rectify what I
I
didn't.
have to make the people
Yeah.
comfortable with who
Yeah.
I am.
Even if it's causing you to be uncomfortable.
Mind you, I'm over 30 now. It took
Right.
me 35 years for me to just say, I'm enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
am enough.
Yeah.
Not because my parents did not validate me,
Yeah.
but like I tell my male counterparts all the time,
Mhm.
it's important to validate your daughters. But
Yeah.
she wants validation from the boy that all the other girls either want or are
Yeah.
getting validation from.
Yeah.
So understand your validation might not be enough.
Right.
And
Right.
so here I am at 35,
Yeah.
raising a daughter
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
just realizing I'm enough.
Right.
My daughter, who, by the way, had become so much for me to handle as a single mom, that I
Mm-hmm.
sent her to live with her abusive father, who
Oh.
wasn't ready for fatherhood. Because I'm a firm believer, a person may not be a good spouse, but that
Right.
doesn't mean they're not a good parent.
Exactly.
And my
Exactly.
children have always been able to have a relationship with their fathers because it
Okay.
wasn't my place to take that away from them because
Yeah.
I always had a relationship with my father. Mind you,
Right.
my parents were married, but that didn't
Yeah.
matter.
Yeah.
So they've
Yeah.
always been able to have a relationship with their
That's
fathers.
good. That I
So
commend you
yes,
for that. Yeah.
yes. So my daughter's living with my mother. By this time, my son he decided he wanted to go live with his father. And I felt
Yeah.
at that age he needed that. Plus I didn't have to clothe or feed a teenage boy. So off you go to the races. So
Right.
getting ready to move again. I'm moving to North Carolina and I'm divorcing. Number 3.
Wait a minute. Wait. But he was a good guy.
He
He
was,
was
but
a
he
good
wasn't good for
guy.
me. He was not good for me.
Wait a minute. He provided.
Not good for me. See,
He
because what's good to one woman or one person may not be good to someone else.
and that's
I
why
know
we
how
in.
to work. I've
Mm,
never not had a man that could provide. My
mm,
father was a provider. So that's a given. So if you work and pay
yeah,
bills, for me,
yeah,
that's the bare minimum.
yeah.
I require more.
Say
Not
that again.
unrealistic, but
Yeah.
more.
Yeah.
So just working don't move me.
Mm.
I work
Wait a
to be.
minute now. See. Now you're gonna touch on some toes now because listen, we've
You
been
are a
told that
provider.
we
That
we've
doesn't
been
mean you are
told
a good
though.
man.
We've been taught that that's a good man. He working. What you mean? He working?
I need more than you working because
Mm,
I work. I work. I need more than you working. Are you covering me spiritually?
mm,
Are you meeting my sexual needs? I'm a grown woman
mm.
now.
Right.
Are you concerned with or cultivating positive mental and emotional health?
Mm, mm.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
working is not enough.
Say
It's
that.
not enough. Because me cooking and cleaning is not enough.
Not enough. Right.
It's not
Right.
enough.
Mm.
Not enough. So here we are. We've divorced for the third time,
The third time.
living in North Carolina
Mm-hmm.
in a situationship.
Mm. Mm.
Situationship. Sheep can't handle a bleeding shepherd. And I know this podcast is going to go virtual worldwide. So I
Yeah.
won't tell everybody what the situationship was, but it was a situationship. It wasn't a relationship, it was a situationship.
Okay. All
Well, here
right.
I am.
Mm-hmm.
Mind you,
Mm-hmm.
I'm still preaching in a
Mm-hmm.
situationship.
I'm taking up. I didn't took that. No, you still preaching.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Still
Okay.
preaching. And then here comes 2019.
Mm-hmm.
October 12th, I went to South Carolina State's homecoming. They were playing FAMU, Bethune-Cookman's rival.
Yeah.
Went to the game, had a good time, went with my cousins. I got to
Yeah.
preach the next day. So I go to the racetrack and I'm staying with my cousin
Uh-huh.
who lives closer to where I'm preaching because I'm in Charlotte and I'm about
Okay.
3 hours from my preaching destination. So I'm staying
Okay.
with her and I get a phone call
Mm-hmm.
and it's my daughter. Granddaddy has passed out and they're trying to revive him.
Mm.
Okay. Get up, get dressed because I'm in the bed already.
Yeah.
I'm rushing. I'm 45 minutes away from my parents. I'm
Yeah.
on my way and I'm like, God, we ain't finna do this and that. Hold up, Candace.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
not God.
Yeah.
I said, all right, God. I said, if this is what we doing tonight,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
give me the strength to stand.
Yeah.
Now I'm thinking we just going to the hospital. They're
Yeah.
gonna get that checked out. I'm gonna go and preach, and then I'm gonna go back to Charleston, check on daddy, and then if I can go home, I can.
Yeah.
Phone rings again on the way to mom and daddy's house, and my daughter's silent.
Mm.
Hey, hey. And then I hear the little wince.
Mm-hmm.
He's gone.
Mm.
When I tell you I'm daddy's girl to the core,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
said, it's all right, I'm on my way.
Yeah.
So my father had died.
Okay. So
10
sorry.
days with my mother. We held the body 10 days, had to.
Okay.
With my mother.
Mm-hmm.
Made it through the end of the year. My birthday, my mom's birthday, Thanksgiving, Christmas, all of this happens.
Yeah.
Then I lost the patriarch on my mother's side, my oldest uncle. The
Okay.
patriarch on my father's side, my
Yeah.
oldest uncle. All these men have died, 3 men in less
Yeah.
than 3 months. So March rolls around, 2020, the pandemic has happened.
Yeah.
My husband, March 8th, 2020.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry, April 8th,
Uh-huh.
2020.
Okay.
May 12th on Facebook. And never seen this man for my life. So March 8th, I didn't even know this man existed. April 7th, I didn't know he existed. April 8th, got married. I met my husband. April 12th, he proposed. Stop. April 8th, met my husband.
Yeah.
May 12th, he proposed. July 10th, I moved to Montgomery, Alabama. July 23rd, I get married. All in 2020.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
All in 2020. I decide that I'm going to go back to school.
Okay.
So I enroll in school. I somehow decided I want to go back to Morris Brown.
Yeah.
But South University said I owe them some money. How, Sway? I got financial aid. Nah, bro. Well, let me tell you what happened. God had some circumstances take place that South University had to write that debt off and give him a transcript. Okay. So now I'm back in Morris Brown without accreditation.
Yeah, yeah.
I need a second chance.
Yeah.
Morris Brown is on a second chance. So like Nene Leak say, we see
you. Yes.
So I'm back in Morris Brown. I'm going to school. Things are going well. I decided I want to start my own business. I own a tax and accounting business. Yeah. I had been doing it for like 20 something years working for other people, but I decided that year I can do this on my own. I'm experienced enough. I'm comfortable. I'm confident. I'm going to do this on my own. Started a business. Marriage is falling apart.
Oh, no. No.
Oh, yeah. Before. No. Marriage is falling apart. Yeah. We're going back and forth. Summer comes. I'm not doing this anymore. I make moves when the school year ends. Okay. Summer comes. I'm leaving Alabama. It's the twilight zone. I don't like Montgomery. I don't know anybody here. Nobody. I'm going back to my mama. Tell my mother I'm coming back home. I come back. I get a job. Went on 3-4 interviews. Had 3-4 job offers. Get a job. Making twice what I'm making in Montgomery. I'm coming back to Montgomery. July 12th. I walked into my new school that morning, got off. My principal had a meeting, got off, got home, called my husband. Hey, I'm just calling to check on you. He called me back and he said, I was sleeping. I said, oh, no big deal. I said, well, I was just calling to check on you. Mind you, this man has no idea I'm getting ready to leave him. Oh. So he calls me back. He said, babe, he said, if it ain't one thing, it's another. He's crying. I said, what's wrong? My ex just called me and told me somebody broke into the house and attacked my baby. What?
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. Okay. And I'm like, wow, she's a cheerleader, pretty girl. Like, why would they attack her? You know what? Right. Nice girl. Last person in the world. What's going on? Okay. So I said, well, call me when you get there. So he gets over there and he calls me back. He says, I'm getting ready to follow her to the hospital. They want a hospital. Right. I'm like, man, they must have beat her up pretty bad. Good grief. About 20 minutes later, I called him back. I was like, hey, he said, babe, I got to call you back. I said, are you back there with her? He said, she's gone.
Oh, my God.
Gone. 17 years old. Ex-boyfriend broke into the house and killed her.
Oh, my God.
First day on my new job. I'm getting ready to leave him. I've got to go back to Alabama. I've missed all the flights. So I have to drive to Atlanta traffic this particular day. Once I hit Columbia, South Carolina, for the next 5.5 hours, it stormed.
Really?
10 days later, 11 days later, on July 23rd, 2021, I spent my 1-year anniversary rubbing my husband's back as we sat on the front row looking at her casket.
My God.
Those are my anniversary pictures of him standing, looking at them about to lower the coffin into the grave. And I've got my arms around him. Decided not to leave. He comes here to South Carolina with me. I'm still in school, got a new job, still running my business. Marriage is starting to struggle again because the dust is settled. Mind you, we haven't resolved the past issues. We just had a trauma that bonded us again.
Right.
And so, and we still working through those marriage struggles now.
Now.
My husband and I have been separated for some months. We're working through that now. But here it is. I got all this going on, but I'm still staying the course. I finally, on December 7th, finished that degree.
Yeah.
That I started 28 years ago.
Yeah.
On the same campus that my father graduated from.
Yeah.
The campus where my life literally started 7 months after they received their accreditation.
Yeah.
God is a God of second chance.
Yes, he is.
He is not a man that he should lie.
Yeah.
And everything that I've asked God to do for me in the last 3-4 months has
Mm-hmm.
come to pass. Even when I wasn't faithful,
Yeah.
God is faithful.
Yeah.
Even when I didn't do what he told me to do or asked me to do, God was still faithful. And I'm grateful that I tell people all the time, I don't look like what I've been through.
No,
Don't let
Lord.
this song, don't let this sermon, don't let this suit,
Lord.
don't let this smile, don't
Yeah.
let none of this fool you. Because I could tell you stories that you would not let me turn off the road onto the gravel part of your church parking lot.
Jesus.
Filthy rags, rich undone.
Yeah.
I've never sold my body,
Yes.
not legally. Hear me. Hear
Yeah.
me when I say, oh, I've been a kept woman before. If you got a man paying your bills that's not your husband, you are a prostitute. Because prostitution is sex in exchange for money. He ain't spending out no
Hush.
money if he ain't
Hush.
getting no honey. Okay?
Hush now.
That's not a dig at anybody. Been there,
Yes.
done that.
Yes.
I've had men pay my bills that weren't my daddy or my
Mm-hmm.
husband. High
Mm-hmm.
dollar prostitute. Never had to stand on the corner. Ever.
Ooh.
Standing in
Child.
the church.
Mm-mm.
Standing at work. Standing in the club. But never had to stand on the corner.
Child. I need my fan. What I need that fan.
Okay.
I need that water. You
Okay.
preaching.
High dollar prostitute.
See?
Okay.
See? Say that.
Okay.
No, but
We don't
that's
like to call
that's
it
not
that.
me. That's not me.
That's me.
I
That's
didn't do
me.
that.
Yes.
Mm-mm.
Yes.
We
Okay.
didn't do that.
I heard a Yala said one time, all of you at once, she was talking to a stripper and there was some other women.
Mhm.
She says, all of you have been on the pole at some point in time.
Child.
And she
Child.
didn't mean the physical pole.
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
So never was a drug addict. Drugs were not my thing. But some liquor,
Mm.
baby. I have drunk sailors under the table. Cause that's what I want to do. Cause I can do it.
Listen.
God kept me.
Mm.
Cause I didn't have to be here. In my right mind. I didn't have to be miscarriages,
Mm.
abortions,
Mm.
failed marriages,
Mm.
death. I'm still here.
You are still here.
I'm still here. I could have been dead a long time ago. And get this, I still have a relationship with my abusers because they are the father of my children.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
My
But
first husband, for the first time in 27 years, a couple of weeks ago, apologized to me.
I
Now,
was
I
just
told him
going to ask you
years
that.
ago,
Yeah.
I forgave you before you ever apologized because
Yeah.
the forgiveness was for me.
Yes. Yes.
Because if
Yes.
not, I would have been held hostage in bondage
Yes.
to him. And I would have not been able to receive any other love that might have been out there in the world for me. But after 27 years, this man finally apologized, but he was already forgiven.
My God.
He had seen the error of his ways, went to rehab. I don't
Yeah.
know what happened. I don't know who did it, but he's now free from that. And I thank God for that for him.
Thank God. Yes.
I may never get an apology from the other one.
Yeah.
And that's okay because I've forgiven him too.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay. Because God has been good to me.
Yes, he
God
has.
has been good to me. My first college degree, who is my 26-year-old daughter, has a master's degree and is a licensed clinical counselor. She's
Oh,
married. Her and her
beautiful.
husband live in Columbia. I got a grandpa.
Yeah.
18-year-old is in a theater program. He wants
Okay.
to be a thespian, so he's going to New York later on this month to do some auditions and things. He just
Wow.
did Duke Ellington's Nutcracker Swing
Okay.
in December.
Congratulations.
All is well. And hubby and I, we brother's gonna work it out.
Yes, he is.
We're
Because
gonna
guess
work
what?
it out. We're
Because
gonna work it
God,
out. If it's God's will, it's
yes.
gonna work out. It's gonna work out. Yes.
Listen, you already know you're coming back for a part two, right?
Love to. Love
You
to.
already know.
Love to.
This
Love
right
to.
here, I'm not surprised because again, there's so many women out here that have gone through the fire, and that's it. You've gone through it, and you're here to share your testimony, which we're supposed to do as women of God.
Absolutely.
And look
Absolutely.
at you. Or
And I
husband.
tell people all the time it's so funny, and I know we time. I know we on
You
time.
good, you good.
It's so funny. I'll go to churches and I won't necessarily be dressed. Like if I have
Yeah,
to travel, I may just throw on like a jogging suit or something, or even something like what I got. My
yeah.
Shine two-piece. I don't know if it's Shine or Sheen, but it's a little two-piece suit. They cost me $15, but I make it look good. Okay.
Right.
So and sometimes I just have on like a little denim dress and my slides, especially in the summertime. It's hot here in the South.
Yeah.
I walk inside the church and I'll be like, I'm looking for your pastor. And they'll look, especially if it's a woman.
Uh-huh.
Who this hoe? Mhm. Who this harlot looking for pastor? Because mind you, pastor got a wife.
Yeah.
Who this? And then the pastor who will be a brother, a friend of mine, will come out and
Yeah.
say, sis, bruh. And they'll be like, oh. And I look at him and be like, oh yeah, I'm the lady on the flyer. I'm the preacher for today. I see you in the sanctuary. Chin up, baby. Chin up. Chin up. Yes. Because I may come with my hair
Yeah.
blonde.
Yeah.
I may come with my face may be beat to the gods because I'm
Yes.
gonna be fine for Jesus now. You know,
Yes.
I come out my suit and I've had people tell me, I wasn't expecting you to show up like that. I know, I
Mm.
know. But my point is,
Mm-hmm.
whenever I step into a pulpit or whenever I have a platform,
Yeah.
I want somebody who may look like me or
Mm-hmm.
who may not look like me to
Mm-hmm.
know that if God can do it and if God can use her,
Yes.
he can use me.
Yes.
Because I am so unworthy.
Yeah.
I am so imperfect.
Mm.
I am so unreliable sometimes, but I'm never not willing. So I don't have to be able. God is able. Candace just has to be willing. And when I say unreliable, I can't trust myself sometimes. But
Hello.
there's something in me that God
Yes.
says, I
Yes.
trust you to go forth and give the people what I give you. And it doesn't always look like the traditional preacher. I don't want to be that girl.
Mm.
I tell people all the time, I hate church folks. I can't stand them. They mean, they nasty, they miserable, they judgmental. And I tell them when I have the microphone, I thank y'all for having me here today. Some of y'all don't like the way I look. Some of
Mm.
y'all don't like the way my husband look. Some of
Mm.
y'all don't like my dress. You don't like my hair. You don't like my polish. You don't like my wedding band. You don't like my husband's suit. You don't like my mama hat. You don't like my children. None of that.
None of
I
it.
give you permission right now to get up and walk out. I will not be offended.
Right.
I have the mic in my hand and your check is in my pocket, and I mean
Oh.
it. And then I tell them, and if I don't ever come back here again, y'all thank you for having me on the program today. And I mean it. But guess what? I go back.
Yeah.
I go back because I don't have time to play with people.
We don't have time. We
And I
live in
tell
the days
people,
we don't have time.
a lot of times you're not comfortable with me being so comfortable with me because you're not
Mm-hmm.
comfortable with you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that's a you problem, not a me problem.
Mm-hmm. And they ain't ready for the truth.
They're not.
God,
They're not.
God has his people for the truth now.
When you talk about the truth, you got
Yeah.
to take the mask off.
Ooh. Ooh.
You got to take the mask off. And healing is
Mm.
ugly because
Mm.
it's got the scab over.
Yeah.
And then it start to itch. Yeah. And you want to scratch it so bad. But if you scratch it and you pull the scab off before the healing takes place, what's it going to leave? A mark.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
A mark. You don't want to be marked. You want to be healed and made whole.
Mm.
And so my thing for me, my platform, my ministry is about restoration,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
about healing,
Yeah.
dealing with the real ugly truth, the things that we don't talk about, the
No.
generational curses that we don't want to offend anybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we defend them.
Mm.
The
Mm.
R. Kellys in the family that we won't address. The parents who enabled the behavior from R. Kelly.
Mm.
The yes people. Because see, R. Kelly was crying out for help. He
Cut
ain't the
them out.
only abuser in this thing. And I'm not blaming the parents. Don't get me wrong.
Exactly. Exactly.
But I'm holding them accountable because there is no way a
Mm-hmm.
grown man could come up to me and say to my daughter, Robert want to see her. Who is a Robert? You mean Robert from the Cosby Show that Vanessa used to date? Who is a Robert? And where does he want us, plural?
Okay. Okay.
You can't take my daughter back there talking about Robert want to see her. Better yet, tell Robert to come and see me. Tell Robert come holler at a player. You can't do that.
You can't.
You can't do that. It is my job as a parent to parent. So Robert, and if we can't go see Robert, she can't go see Robert. I'm sorry, baby. You can't get that contract. That ain't for you.
Listen.
That ain't for you. And I can't walk in a room and see a female or a young child in a room full of grown men, and I'm going to leave. I'll fight all y'all Negroes in here before I leave this baby in here like this.
Listen.
You might beat me up, but you won't rape her. That part right there.
That part. Okay.
You coming with me. You can't stay in here. This the lion's den. And you ain't Daniel. No. We got to hold people accountable.
Yes.
We got to hold people accountable.
Yeah.
So I'm not giving him a pass.
Right.
But I'm not giving anybody else that was involved that had knowledge a pass either. No.
Right.
No.
Yeah.
And I'm not blaming parents because I'm a parent. And we all do the best we can with what we know.
Exactly.
And when you know better, you do better. But my mama had a saying, it's too late. Can't do it. Can't do it.
Listen, y'all. Ooh, child, look. I hate we got to end this, but that's okay because you're coming back for a part 2.
Thank you, sis. I love to come back in fellowship. Love
you know you didn't touch some toes. You didn't touch some toes now.
Put your shoes on, baby.
Listen, but that's what we're supposed to do, especially in these times.
Absolutely.
God, we don't have time. We are grown women now. We have gone through it. So listen, we got to grab the others.
Baby.
We got to
Let me put this in perspective for you about time. Stepdaughter, husband's best friend's wife, a friend of mine's, husband's best friend's brother, my best friend's husband. We up to number 5 now. From July to January. You do the math. From July, which is the 7th month.
Yeah.
To January of the next year, which is 6 months, we sat in 5 funerals. 5. And every time you go on Facebook, is written, time is not ours to give or take.
Oh my gosh.
And it's not on our side.
It's not. And so while we're here, we got
no one.
Listen.
And when they close that box, and not just when they close the box, when they crank that body down, because you know they lift the body up, so you can do it. But when they get to cranking that body down, and they fold that satin over that face, then they close that lid and they lock it. We ain't even got to the grave site yet.
So we don't have time. We don't have time to play with y'all. We don't have time to sugarcoat nothing. Because listen, God said we got to use these platforms to spread the message.
Absolutely.
So listen, I love your testimony, because again, this is testimonies of triumphs. You are a woman on fire. Before we end, tell us how we could connect. How can the people support you? And y'all, she will be back for a part 2. Because as you can tell, she preaching. She preaching. We need to hear this. And I am that one, like, I'm a firm believer when God has something to say, he's going to get it out there. And he's going
to use whosoever, like the Bible say. You know, we judging folks and they don't look like we want to look like. There ain't no anointing in no stockings. Ain't no anointing in no slip. Ain't no anointing in that little dolly you put on your head. Ain't no anointing in none of that stuff. I'm telling you right now, ain't no oil in that stuff. Ain't no oil in that stuff. We got to stop discounting the messenger.
Yes.
Because we may miss the message that specifically God has for us. They didn't even recognize Jesus when he came. So they don't recognize Jesus. What make you think they're going to recognize you? But that's all right. Because Jesus still did what he had to do. So If you want to keep up with me, if you want to connect with me, I am on Facebook. My name is spelled Candace. It's spelled like Candace, but pronounced Candace Holmes, Holmes. My business website, my business Facebook is Holmes and Associates on Facebook. On Instagram, I am Queen underscore C, that's CEE underscore me. Queen, QUEEN underscore CEE underscore me, ME on Instagram. Also, my business on Instagram is C Holmes Tax underscore LLC. My number, if you'd love to get in touch with me, 843-212-6962. And my email address is that same CEE, me, Holmes, the number 2020 at gmail.com. That's how you can find me.
That's how we're gonna find you. I so appreciate you coming on tonight.
Thank you.
And I wish you send you many blessings because look, the world, they got to get ready for you. They got
Yes.
to get ready for you.
Because I'm going after everything that God says I can have. I'm not afraid to ask, and I won't accept your no.
Yeah.
Can I leave you with 2 nuggets before I go?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
I had a
ma'am.
friend that was preparing to do some presentations, and he said, "Sis, I'm psyching myself out. You know, what if nobody in the room gets it?" I said, Nobody has to get it. Only somebody has to get it. You in a room full of no's. You just looking for one yes. So don't be afraid to ask. If God says you can have it, ask for it. Because you have not, because you ask not. Ask, seek, knock, and you shall receive. So don't worry about the nobodies. Just worry about the somebody. Yeah. And sometimes that only somebody is you. If nobody else believes in you, you believe in you. And when everybody else gives up on you, don't you give up on yourself. Yeah. Because if you are here, God still has a purpose for you in your life. I firmly believe that even at 17, when my stepdaughter got killed, she didn't die, she got killed. Yeah. That her work was complete. Yeah. When I die, I want to be ready to rest. So I'm going to continue to work. Yeah. I'm going to keep my hand to the plow. And this is my encouragement for you, for anybody. Yeah. Yeah. If nobody supports you, somebody is supporting you. There's nothing wrong with being assertive, aggressive. We got to learn how to code switch now. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. Yeah. But you will not put me in a box. Yes. Yes. You will not. You will not clip my wings. God says, and I can. So that's what I want to leave you with. Thank you so much for that. I am just in awe, y'all. Listen, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say because, again, you have such a powerful testimony. And that is the purpose of Woman on Fire. When God gave me this journey, I shied away from the beginning, but he said, no, you got to keep going. You got to do it. Yeah. Because there are other women out here that have gone through that fire. And my word needs to get out how good I am. And I tell people, it ain't me. It ain't me. It's God. I tell people, I cannot take the credit at all. Because I messed it up every time. But my mess, he turned into a message. There you go. Yeah. Yeah. So and I want to thank you. Thank you so much, my sister. We need to do this. We need to lift each other up and support each other, not be threatened by each other's gifts. Because who I can reach, you may not be able to reach. Who you can reach, I may not be able to reach. It's not about competition. It's about completion. There you go. The work has to get done. Yeah. And so I want to thank you for listening to God, being obedient, because sometimes the sacrifice is the obedience. So I want to thank you for this platform, for this opportunity. You are touching women that you may never physically meet or see, but the work is all divine and it's getting done because your obedience to God. So thank you for allowing me to kick off your podcast season. I am honored and blessed.
I needed that. Thank you so much. That meant a lot to me because, as you know, doing God's work is not as easy. You know, people want these titles. They want to be all on TV and thinking,
Baby, you don't want this oil.
you know.
Because with this oil comes some grit and grease, honey. You don't want this oil now. I'm
And
telling you.
I tell
I'm
people, I'm
telling
like,
you.
no, you know,
It
the
ain't
people,
glamorous at
you should
all.
be, no, I'm doing what, and people don't understand when you're doing God's work, it's not as easy.
It is
It's
not
not
glamorous
easy
at
to
all.
get.
It's
It's not.
ugly.
It's
You're
ugly.
dirty. Because you got to pray for people that's praying on you.
Woo, woo, and then, look, you gotta remove your flesh because you know. I don't know about you, but the Trinette call you
Let me tell you something.
that
I tell them people, y'all be glad I write my sermons because I cuss. And church folks make me cuss. I
I
ain't
be
gonna lie
like,
to you, I cuss.
you
It make
know,
me feel good sometimes is to drop an F-bomb every night. Can I just keep it real?
I'm like, I could
It
be
make me
mean.
feel good sometimes to
You know,
call somebody the N-word when you acting like it. You know, I ain't gonna lie. So I tell them, be glad I write my sermon so I can stay on track and we can get out of here before Jesus come back because he coming back again. We just don't want to still be here when he
you
do.
know,
And so I don't cuss y'all out because I'm one spirit. I'm not legion,
yeah,
but I may
yeah,
be looking at 2, 3, 400 people in a church. No, 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 no,
yeah.
no.
I tell people in a heartbeat, I said, listen, um, I'm nice. And I said, that come from God. I said, because the flesh, I was like God in the first round, strike him. I used to say, strike him, Lord. He hurt my feelings, strike him.
I'm a saved savage.
Yeah.
Saved savage.
So
I
listen,
know where the Lord brought me from.
it is
And I
hard.
know where he got to take me to because I'm still a work in progress. Yeah, I'm a saved
Exactly.
savage. I tell
Exactly.
people I can't forget what he's done for me because I may have to retch back, not retch,
The wretch, wretched.
retch back on the shelf and say, come on, Jesus. Come on, Lord. Come on,
Listen,
Jesus.
I
Come
would
on,
not
Lord.
change this journey. I would
Because we
not
got to
change
cuss
it
these
because,
folks
like you
out.
said,
Come on, Lord.
yeah,
Don't just bridle my tongue, twist it up,
right.
roll it back into my head like I'm having a seizure
You
or something.
know,
Because it about to come on.
it's about to come out.
I can say it. I can say it. I can say it. I can say it. I can
Right.
talk to myself.
Let's,
I'm
but you
like
know what?
James on Good Times when JJ got shot. And you remember that episode?
Yeah.
James wanted to get revenge.
Right. Right.
Florida said,
Notice.
James, vengeance is mine, said the Lord. James said, look, Florida, I'm just trying to do the Lord's work.
And
That
that's it.
episode and the episode where they cleaned up Ned the Wino was
Right.
my favorite episode.
You have to step back. He said, look, Lord, is
Yeah,
you got to do this. You got to take it. So
got to.
listen, I would not change this journey for nothing in the world because
Wouldn't take
overall,
nothing from my journey
God
now.
has been good to us. He's
Good.
still good. He's great.
Like the old folks say, gooder than good.
Gooder than good.
Better to me than I could ever be to myself. Yes, sir. Yes,
So
sir.
bless you, my sister. I am
Bless
super
you.
proud of you. I
Thank you.
thank you for being transparent. And like I said, y'all hear it. She will be back for part 2 because she got more to say. And this is that platform that God has given me. And I'm so glad that you shared your word. I rejoice. I'm rejoicing for you. I'm look,
Thank you.
bigger is coming, more is coming. And I mean that.
And I received that.
I
I
mean
received
that.
that. I
So you
received that.
use it, you walk in it. You are a woman on fire. Your testimony of triumphs. I'm just thankful for you. I'm thankful.
Thank you.
You know,
Thank
and we need you. We need you. We
you. We need
need
each
you.
other.
Yes.
We need each
So
other.
from the bottom of my heart to you, thank you so much because you didn't have to do this. You did not have to do this. And I thank you for your time. I thank you for saying yes because again, it's bigger than us. It is
Absolutely.
bigger than us. It, like you said,
Absolutely.
there's no competition because you're gonna reach some women over there. I'm gonna reach women over there. And guess what?
Absolutely.
At the end, hey,
All
let
for
me
the
sound
good.
nice.
It's all for the good.
Don't
Boy, it's gonna
sound
be so
nice.
much
And,
healing
you
because when
know,
you heal the woman, you
yeah.
heal the world.
Mm.
Mhm.
And on that
When you
note,
heal the womb, man,
yes,
you
yes,
heal the world.
yes.
Hmm.
On that note, y'all, because we're gonna keep going and keep going. Listen, I don't mind, but listen, I don't mind, but we go, y'all. Stay tuned, stay connected. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. And listen, if you would like to join this journey, please reach out to IamTrinetteLcollier.com. Go on there and you can fill out the form if you have your testimony and you're ready to share it. But listen, stay connected. You have her information. Stay connected to her. She's a powerful woman, a woman on fire. Testimonies of triumphs. So I thank you all tonight for joining us. And I'm I want to keep talking, but we gotta go. Listen,
Girl, I ain't got
I'm
nothing but
on
time on my
fire.
hands, but yeah, we got to go. We can't hold the people all night long.
Woo!
We got
She was
husbands to cook for
you know,
and babies to do the homework,
she
and
was
I
dropping
got to
some
get my
gems,
G's
y'all.
together for tomorrow. It's a pet rally at school, so I got to represent. I'm
I
gonna put on my
know.
HBCU shirt, my
You
Morris Riley.
know,
You know, I represent from a school and things like
and
that.
then
So yeah,
I'm
we
gonna have
got
to
to
give
get
her
ready. But
a
there's more to come. There's more to
taller
come.
glass
Yeah.
though to sip. So I'm gonna have to get on my taller one. Okay. So good night, everybody. Love y'all so much. Have a great evening.
Good night, everyone. God bless you. Thank you.